What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to some more online ranked games for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I know it's been a while again, where I haven't uploaded, videos for a couple of weeks, but I've actually been having I had a lot of trouble with my hauppauge, my HD PVR, and I don't know if anybody who has the first generation hauppauge has had this problem, but ever since I got it, I haven't really been able to drop raw M2TS files into Sony Vegas without Vegas crashing, and I know it happens to a lot of people because there's a lot of videos dedicated to helping fix that problem on YouTube. So I've watched a couple of them, try to figure out what was the best way of fixing my problem, and I found one that suggested to revert to an older patch, and for a while it worked amazingly. It was amazing. Like, I was able to drop videos onto the Sony Vegas timeline and it wouldn't crash the program. So it was great. But what I didn't notice was happening was there was huge chunks of video missing in my footage that basically ruined 2 guides, 1 Quest to Cosmic, and the entire BioShock Infinite playthrough that I planned to upload to the channel. All of that completely ruined. Like, every 5 minutes or so there would just be 20 seconds of missing footage. So yeah, that kind of ruined a lot of footage that I had planned to upload over the past couple of weeks. So I had to fix that problem. I ended up fixing that problem and my older problem as well by wiping my hard drive twice, reinstalling Windows twice, and fresh installations of all the drivers in Total Media Extreme as well. Really weird. I don't know why I had to do it 3 times. It didn't work the first 2 times. It was still doing the same problems. But on the 3rd one, it magically worked, and everything's working perfectly now. So I'm hoping it doesn't break again. It doesn't go crazy again. But yeah, that was a huge pain in the neck to fix. But yeah, during that time I was doing a lot of friendlies, lots and lots of friendlies. I remember, I think one day I spent about 8 hours straight doing nothing but friendlies with people online. That was really cool. And a lot of lab work. And the friendlies were important because the lab work doesn't really translate into success for ranked games. You kind of have to practice it somehow. You have to practice it online. And you have to get good at it online before it starts working, and that's really what the friendlies were for. So thanks to everyone who did friendlies with me over the past couple of weeks. They really helped. And also thanks to all the viewers that caught my Allure combo video on eventhubs as well. I'm not sure why, but my combo video was featured a second time on eventhubs over a couple days ago, I think. Maybe a week ago, somewhere around there. But yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers. It's really weird seeing like just an influx of subscribers for seemingly nothing. But yeah, I ended up finding out that my video was posted to be eventhubs the second time, and I didn't even know it was uploaded the first time. But yeah, it was. So yeah, thanks to everybody who caught it there. And yeah, over the past couple of weeks, I've been mostly working on like new kind of. If you noticed, I changed some of my mid-screen bread and butters with Chris. I stopped doing the double OTG, the double gunshot OTG one, because it was so risky. It's too risky doing that one. Against some of the characters. I do it with some of the bigger characters because it's so easy because of their huge hitboxes. But against some of the smaller characters, I'll tend to do other combos just to avoid all that risk. Working on plink dashing. Plink dashing is so important with Chris, and I do it with Magneto as well. Oh my goodness, it helps so much. If you're ever wondering on how to get better with Chris, plink dashing is probably one of the best things that you can do. It just gets him out of so much trouble. Like, just, I don't know if you've ever been hit with like random pipes or just random cross-up foot dives or diving attacks like Wolverine or Doom. But man, plink dashing helps get you out of there, and I think it surprises some players because when they expect to be right above Chris, and then they go into the foot dive or the dive kick, and Chris ends up like half a screen away, instantly going into gun pressure. instead of getting the foot dive. I think it surprises people, and I think it helps a lot. But yeah, I've been doing that with Chris and also Magneto. Not doing plink dashing in the air with Magneto. I think it's too risky. What ends up happening with me, as well as with a lot of high-end players, like on streams and at tournaments, is people will mess up plink dashing in the air with Magneto. And if you mess up and you're in flight mode, you're gonna get hit trying to get back down to the ground. It happens every time to me, and it happens every time to even the high-end Magneto players at tournaments and streams, without a doubt. And it's too risky, I think, to do it, because I'm never gonna get as good as plink dashing as some players are, and I'm always gonna mess up on it. So yeah, I'm not gonna I just do the regular diagonal up, diagonal down air dashing anytime I'm in flight mode with Magneto. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some of the commentary. I don't know if you noticed this, but this game was particularly frustrating when I was playing it, because I had Frank West. I had him dead, but I ended up about a millimeter away from getting 2 bars, because I was OTG magnuming against when Dante was on point, and he was dead. If I had just gotten to the 2 bars, he would have been dead, because it would have been a 2-person team hyper. But because Morgan didn't come out, Morgan usually protects me against teleporting characters, because her missiles reach behind her. And if Dante would have teleported behind me with Morgan, with my team hyper out and Morgan out, her finishing shower missiles push her backwards. So if a character like Dante teleports behind me, Morgan is there to protect me. And since Morgan wasn't there, I end up not killing Frank West, and Dante ends up teleporting behind me and punishing me. And I ended up dropping a really easy combo on Dante, and he ends up happy birthdaying me. He didn't end up doing that much damage, but I mean, both Frank West and Dante should have been dead at that point. So kind of frustrating. End up basically losing to a character that should have been dead. So yeah, this game is pretty much over. I have too little health and too few bars, and he has too much health and one character healing and the other one's at full health basically. So yeah, this is pretty much a lost cause. Yeah, this is gonna hit me anyway. Those finger lasers come out way too quickly. So yeah, going into the next game. Oh man, yeah, this is such a weird team. Like I was really wondering if this player, like, if he did this on purpose or if he's just going random. But first off, Morgan on Anchor is tough to do. Morgan is like one of the tougher Anchor players to do, because she doesn't have teleports. She doesn't have any left-right mix-ups. She has high-low, but she needs assists to pin down the opponents to make the high-low mix-ups, usable. So, and I really think it's a question of order. I think either Strider or Doctor Strange needs to be in the Anchor spot, and Morgan needs to be either on point or second. So, yeah. Yeah, you don't really want to press buttons against grenades. You will always lose no matter who you are, unless you're like Hagar and you do Lariat or something. I think even Lariat won't last long enough to escape the fires of a flame grenade. But yeah, this is gonna be tough, because even Morgan's with Fireball online, it's tough to do, because if you allow any gaps, you're not pinning the opponent, and if you're not pinning the opponent, you're not getting chip damage on him. You're allowing them to super jump in the air, and that's fireballs that are missing. And if those things are happening, it's not worth going into mirror hypers, and that's kind of why I've sort of stopped doing mirror hyper as much. I don't like doing it because of that. Your fireball pressure has to be perfect, unless you have Doom hidden missiles or some other really good assist that pins the opponent down. Then it works fine. But yeah, it's just too hard getting the perfect fireballs to pin the opponent down, and it's just not worth it. You have to get that return of investment by getting meter back from the fireballs hitting, and if you don't, it's just not worth it. So yeah, this is gonna be a lost cause. Yeah, one more chip and that would have been it, and I ended up just hitting him with a slap. So going into the next game, we got an Akuma on point, and yeah, see, this is another weird, strange order. I would say have Akuma or Chun-Li on the anchor spot. I would say Chun-Li would probably be better for on point. Doom in the second slot and Akuma in the third. Instead, he has Akuma on point, mainly just doing Tatsu. Yeah, he's going nuts with those Tatsus. I don't know if you noticed this, but one of my flame grenades detonated right next to him. But because he went into Tatsu, Tatsu either has a projectile invulnerability or it has projectile durability. I'm not sure which one it has, but it just completely absorbed my flame grenade explosion. He just blew right through it and Tatsu'd my Chris. So yeah, that's a really good move to protect yourself from projectiles. And yeah, it looks like he's really trying hard to snipe my my assist character. He ends up missing it a couple of times, and if he would have hit my assist character, Magneto would have been dead, probably. That level 3, there's no way I would risk everything on a level 3 like that. It ended up working perfectly fine, but if I would have missed it, you know, it would have put me in a big predicament. But yeah, I wasted a lot of his X Factor time because of that level 3, so it ended up working, and I got a kill on his Chun-Li. Fireballs didn't end up working that well. I went into Mirror Hyper, and he just didn't get hit by hardly any of them. So yeah, that's kind of why I don't like doing Mirror Hyper too much. I'm gonna do it again here. Let's see if this works out any better. Yeah. I mean, it's going better. A lot of those are, you know, pretty close to perfect timing, as close as it can get online. But yeah, it ended up working. I got a 6-hit combo and probably another 6 in chip. So yeah, it ended up being worth it. And there's not much Doom can do against Morgan, especially Morgan with X Factor and with Magneto behind her. So yeah. Yeah, going to the next game. Okay, I believe this is the game where I do a meter stealing setup, and I believe it comes off of this combo. Let me see. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna steal. That's 2 meter stealing fireballs right there, and that's a dead character, and he only got half a bar from that dead character. And that, if you can do that against a team with Phoenix, do it every time. It's so worth it, because you know, if I kill Strange here without getting touched, he's probably gonna have maybe 3 bars, maybe a little over 3 bars. But yeah, we'll see how much he gets if I can get the kill. And I'm not really afraid of Strange. I'm just gonna go crazy because Strange can't really punish me with his you know, random level, his level 1s, his I forget what that hyper is called, but since he can't do that, there's really not that much I'm afraid of. So yeah, Phoenix comes in, barely over 3 bars. He's got a long way to go. Oh man, random fireball. I wasn't expecting Phoenix to teleport into that that fire puddle, so it kind of threw me off that, and I wasn't able to get the confirm off that. But he's going into teleports. A lot of teleport mix-ups with her fireball projectiles, with the seeking ones, and he might get to 5 bars here. No, that's not the right combo. Okay, so he's gonna be a little bit short. I don't know if I can still get the kill. Oh, yep, I can. I caught Phoenix teleporting with a launcher. Chris has a really good launcher, a really nice fast launcher, so I was able to get the kill on Phoenix just before he got 5 bars. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for this set of games, and I will catch you guys next time when I do more. But until then, see you later.